Hello friends, this video on motion in a straight line part 5 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exams. Please make sure that you have watched part 1 to part 4 before going ahead with part 5. Now, very similar to distance time graphs, let us now look at position time graphs. Position, when we talk of position, I mean displacement. Now we will take the same example and try to plot the position time graph so that you can understand the difference between the two. Even here, Ronnie will travel from his home to McDonald's. Now, let me write here, position time graph is nothing but displacement time graph. Now even in this case, let us suppose the distance, everything, all the data remains the same. The distance between his home and McDonald's is 2 kilometers. He takes 2 hours to cover these 2 kilometers. He takes 2 hours to cover 2 kilometers. Now suppose Ronnie goes from his home to McDonald's and then again he comes back from McDonald's to home. Now we have to plot the position time graph. Let us look at the graph. Even in this case, x-axis would be time and the y-axis would be position or displacement, whatever you call it. Now in this case, we see that Ronnie traveled 2 kilometers in 2 hours while going from home to McDonald's. He again traveled 2 kilometers in 2 hours while coming from McDonald's to home. But now we are talking of position or displacement, and we know that displacement is a vector quantity. Now vector quantity means it has direction also. So direction is also there. In this case, when he traveled from home to McDonald's, the direction was this. When he traveled from McDonald's to home, the direction was opposite. Correct? Now we will plot the graph. So in the first 2 hours, that is, this is the first 1 hour, next 1 hour. So the first 2 hours, he traveled 2 kilometers. So this is my first point. While coming back, he again traveled 2 kilometers in the next 2 hours. So next 2 hours is 1, 2, and he traveled 2 kilometers, but in the opposite direction. So instead of moving in this direction, he traveled in opposite direction. So it will come back in this direction. That means the graph would be something like this. That means he traveled 2 kilometers in first 2 hours. Again, he traveled 2 kilometers. If you see, it is again 2 kilometers in the next 2 hours, but in the opposite direction. So I hope now it is clear between the distance time graph and the position time graph. Distance time graph will not take into consideration the direction of motion, but the position time graph will take into consideration the direction of motion of the object. Now we will discuss the slope of position time graph very similarly with the way we discussed the slope of distance time graph. Now we will take the example of this graph which we plotted out here. Let us suppose we have a graph like this. So now what would the slope of this graph denote? As we already proved in the previous case, slope of this curve would be nothing but velocity. When we talk of slope of distance time graph, that is speed. When we talk of slope of position time graph, that is velocity. A very easy way to remember is speed is scalar, distance is scalar. Velocity is vector, position is vector. Now in this case, the slope of this graph would be velocity. Now let us see how do we calculate the slope of this graph? Now it has two straight lines, 1, 2. So let us suppose first we find the slope of this line, then we find the slope of this line. Let us suppose this angle, let us join it like this. Let us suppose we calculate the slope 1. That means the slope of this line. Now the slope would be equal to tan theta 1, where we consider that this angle is theta 1. So this will be equal to y by x, which is equal to 2 kilometers by 2 hours. So this would be 1 kilometer per hour. So the slope of this line would be 1 kilometer per hour, or the velocity till this point would be 1 kilometer per hour. Now we will consider the slope 2, that means the slope of this line. This would be equal to tan theta 2. Let us suppose this angle is theta 2. Now basically when we calculate slope, that is when we calculate tan theta, we measure the angle always in anti-clockwise direction. Like here we measure the angle as theta 1. So here the angle which we should measure is this angle. Now what will be this angle? This angle would be 180 minus theta 2. Correct? So that means the slope of this curve would be tan of 180 minus theta 2. So that will come out to be minus tan theta 2. These are all simple trigonometric relations. Now minus tan theta 2 would be minus tan theta 2 would be y by x. So this will again be minus 2 kilometers by 2 hours. So this will be minus 1 kilometer per hour. Therefore, the slope of this line is 1. Slope of this line is minus 1. Now for the entire journey, the slope would be slope 1 plus slope 2. That is 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0. So what do we find in the entire journey? The velocity, that is the slope, is equal to 0. So what does that signify? That means when we already saw in the figure that when Ronnie traveled from home to McDonald's and then he again came back to home, the net velocity was 0. So we proved the same thing even graphically. That is, even from the position time graph, we proved the same thing. Just to clear your confusion here, I guess I missed to write here that slope 2 would be tan of 180 minus theta 2, which would be equal to minus tan theta 2, that is equal to this. So we'll quickly review this. We know that velocity would be the slope of this curve. So the slope, for the calculating slope, we first calculated the slope of this line, then we calculated the slope for this line. So slope 1 was tan theta 1, that is y by x, which is equal to this. Slope 2 was tan of 180 minus theta 2. So that is equal to minus tan theta 2, that is equal to this. Now the total slope would be slope 1 plus slope 2, which comes out to be 0. That means the velocity in this case will be equal to 0. Thank you. Visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thanks once again.